Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to unlock a secret level of English communication that's going to be super helpful, especially for all you Turkish speakers out there. We're going to figure out how to understand what people really mean, even when their words seem to be saying something else entirely. You ready? Let's jump right in. Okay, so picture this. You're at the dinner table and someone asks you, "Can you pass the salt?" Now, think about it for a second. Are they actually asking about your physical strength? Are they wondering, is this person capable of lifting that salt shaker? No, of course not. So what is really happening there? Well, that simple little question is the key to a huge concept in how we talk to each other. And the secret is something called a speech act, or as you can see in Turkish, konuşma eylemi. This is the big idea for today. When we speak, we don't just say words. Our words actually do things. They perform actions. And understanding this tiny shift in thinking is the difference between just hearing noises and actually truly communicating. So let's start with the easy stuff first, okay? We'll call this direct action or direct eylem. This is communication at its most simple. It's clear, it's super straightforward, and what you see is what you get. So what kind of actions are we talking about here? Well, our words can do all sorts of jobs. Like you see on the screen, we can use them for requesting something, giving a command, asking a question, just informing someone of a fact, or even making a promise. For instance, if I say, "I'll be there at 6, my words are doing the action of promising. I'm not just saying something, I'm committing to it. Now, here's what's really cool about this slide. It shows a perfect match. See, in a direct speech act, the sentence's grammar, its structure, lines up perfectly with its job, its function. A question structure asks a question. A statement structure makes a statement. And a command structure, well, it gives a command. It's simple, it's clean, no hidden messages. All right, now for the really fun part. Let's get into indirect communication. This is where the true magic of language happens. It's where the real meaning is kind of hidden, just waiting to be discovered right underneath the surface. And this example shows the difference so perfectly. Just look at these two sentences. Can you ride a bicycle? And can you pass the salt? Grammatically, they have the exact same structure, right? They're both questions. But that first one is a direct question about your ability, your yetenek. The second one, as we've already figured out, is an indirect request. It's using the form of a question to perform the action of a request, a rica. Here's another fantastic one. Imagine someone just says, "You left the door open." Now, this could be just a simple direct statement of fact, just giving you some information. But what if you just walked into a warm house from a freezing cold blizzard outside? If someone then says, "You left the door open," it's not just info anymore, is it? It's an indirect command. It means, "Hey, close the door." See? Same words, totally different action. And this leads us to the biggest question of all, right? If the same exact words can mean totally different things, how in the world are we supposed to figure out the hidden meaning? How do we know if we're being asked a real question or being told to do something? Well, the answer is one single powerful word. It's a superpower that every great communicator has. And that word is context, or in Turkish, as you see, balam. This is the secret key that unlocks everything. So let's just take a second to break down what we mean by context. Because really, it's just about the entire situation, the whole environment where the conversation is happening. So here's the bottom line. We have to look past just the dictionary definition of the words people are using. We have to look at the whole situation. Who's talking? Who are they talking to? Where are they? What just happened? The person coming in from the cold, that's the context for "you left the door open." The dinner table, that's the context for "can you pass the salt?" Context gives us all the clues we need to understand the real action behind the words. Okay, I know that was a lot, but you're doing awesome. Let's do a super fast recap of the main ideas, and then it's going to be your turn to test out your new superpower. So, to wrap it all up, first, remember that words don't just say things, they do things. We call these speech acts. Second, in a direct speech act, the structure and the job it's doing are a perfect match. Easy peasy. Third, in an indirect speech act, they don't match, and that's where we find a hidden meaning. And finally, the ultimate tool for finding that hidden meaning is always, always context. All right, now it's your turn to play detective. Here's the situation. Someone says to you, "Wow, your new perfume is very strong." So is this a direct speech act? Are they just giving you information? Maybe a compliment. Or is it an indirect speech act? Maybe they're asking you to wear a little less next time. What do you think the context is telling you here? Think about it and then drop your answer and tell me why you think so in the comments below. I honestly can't wait to see what you come up with.